A philosophy class was walking through the countryside one bright afternoon. The teacher, Mr. Robert, enjoyed teaching outside the classroom whenever he could. With him were 3 curious students named Ryan, Jake, and Daniel. They loved asking questions about life and human behavior. As they walked along a dusty road, they noticed a man struggling to pull a stubborn cow. The rope in his hands was stretched tight. The cow refused to move forward. It stood still, digging its hooves into the ground. The man pulled harder, growing visibly frustrated. Sweat formed on his forehead. Ryan whispered that the man looked exhausted. Jake laughed and said the cow seemed stronger. Daniel simply observed quietly. He sensed there was something deeper in the scene. Mr. Robert stopped walking and pointed toward the man and the cow. He asked the students to look carefully. "Tell me," he said calmly, "who is tied to whom?" The students looked confused at first. The rope clearly connected the man and the cow. Jake answered quickly that the cow was tied to the man. After all, the man was holding the rope. Ryan agreed and said the man was in control because he could pull the rope whenever he wanted. Daniel nodded slowly, unsure but following their logic. Mr. Robert smiled gently but said nothing for a moment. He let them think. The man pulled again, but the cow resisted even more strongly. The rope tightened further as tension filled the air. Mr. Robert suddenly walked toward the man. Without warning, he took a small knife from his pocket. With one quick movement, he cut the rope. The rope fell to the ground instantly. In that very moment, the cow ran away as fast as it could. The man shouted loudly and began chasing after the cow. The students watched in surprise as the man ran desperately across the field. Mr. Robert turned back to his students. His eyes were calm and knowing. Now he asked again, "Who was truly tied?" The students stood silent. The answer was no longer so simple. Jake slowly realized something important. If the cow had been tied, it would not have run away so freely. Instead, the man was the one chasing. He was the one who could not let go. Mr. Robert explained that the rope was never the real bond. The real bond was attachment. The man believed he controlled the cow because he held the rope. But in truth, his desire to keep the cow made him the one who was tied. He was attached to the cow, and that attachment controlled him. Ryan felt a shift in his thinking. Daniel looked thoughtful and serious. Jake scratched his head, finally understanding the deeper lesson. Mr. Robert continued walking slowly as he spoke. He said that humans often believe they control their thoughts and emotions. We say we control our anger. We say we control our jealousy. We say we control our fear and pride. But many times, those emotions control us instead. Just like the man chasing the cow, we run after things we cannot let go of. We hold tightly to resentment. We cling to old arguments. We replay painful memories again and again. We refuse to release pride even when it hurts us. We believe we are strong because we hold on, but often, holding on is what weakens us. Attachment creates invisible ropes. Those ropes pull our peace away. They steal our freedom quietly. Mr. Roberts stopped walking and faced his students. He asked them to imagine a mind without anger, a mind without jealousy, a mind without constant fear. What would that feel like? Ryan said it would feel light. Daniel said it would feel calm. Jake said it would feel free. Mr. Roberts smiled proudly. He explained that true freedom is not about controlling everything outside. It is about releasing what controls you inside. Letting go does not mean giving up responsibility. It means releasing emotional attachment to what you cannot control. You cannot control every situation. You cannot control other people's actions. But you can control whether you hold on to negativity. When you let go of anger, your heart becomes lighter. When you release jealousy, your thoughts become clearer. When you drop pride, relationships become stronger. Peace does not come from winning every argument. It comes from choosing not to fight unnecessary battles. The students walked quietly, reflecting deeply. The image of the man chasing the cow stayed in their minds. They realized that sometimes they chased their own cows. Old grudges, fear of failure, the need to always be right. Mr. Robert concluded that a quiet mind is a powerful mind. An empty mind is not weak. It is peaceful and aware. True strength lies in knowing when to hold on and knowing when to let go. As the sun began to set, the students felt changed. They understood that freedom begins within. And sometimes, cutting the rope is the bravest thing you can do. Thank you for watching, and may you find the strength to let go of what no longer serves your peace.